A pair of bills passed in the State House today, which would allow victims of childhood sexual abuse to sue their abusers long after the statute of limitations expires.
Fox 43's James Corrigan spoke with advocates and lawmakers about the latest attempt to open a window for survivors to sue.
After years of debate and delay, the latest attempt to allow survivors of sexual abuse to sue their abusers has taken the next step.
Well, for the survivors that have been shut out of court, it's been a nightmare because essentially the state's saying you're not worthy.
Marcy Hamilton is the founder of Child USA, which advocates for policies protecting the victims of sexual abuse. She says their long-standing effort to enact a law to allow victims of child sexual abuse to sue their abusers even after the statute of limitation is expired would allow those in the dark for decades to finally find justice.
We'll get to shift the cost of the abuse from them and their families to the ones who caused it, and they will be able to speak their truth.
House Bills 462 and 464 passed the House on Monday, with 20 Republicans joining every Democrat in support. The bills would open a 2-year window for those survivors to file suit against their past abusers. Republicans and business groups are concerned about the bill's ability to allow organizations such as churches and nonprofits to face crippling liability. Testimony from the American Tort Reform Association claims that these groups would likely not have kept sufficient records from past decades and would likely be forced to settle hundreds of brand new cases regardless of the circumstances. The bill's author, State Representative Nate Davidson, says the judicial system will be able to determine which claims are legitimate and that the needs of the long-suffering survivors should come first.
For me, it's fairly obvious. We should stand with the victims and the survivors and not the perpetrators of the crime. If there was a crime and there is a reason for an award to be made, again, I trust the court system to help us navigate through that.
The two bills now go to the state Senate. If Bill 462 is approved, it would enact the law immediately. If Bill 464 is approved, it would then kick off a lengthy state constitutional amendment process. James Corrigan, Fox 43 News.